What's everyone's favorite kind of pizza?
Hawaiian.
Hawaiian.
Thank you. Finally, my people.
Yeah, Hawaiian will do pretty good.
I kind of like a nice margarita pizza.
Oh.
Depends on the mood, though. Sometimes I just want like all the veggies, including pineapple. And I figured out why Americans, in particular, seem to hate pineapple on pizza. Because I had pineapple on pizza in the United States.
Yep.
Okay.
And that's not pineapple.
Yep.
But they have Dole. Like
Did
they own Hawaii.
are they dyeing olives a weird color? Like,
I don't know, but it was god awful.
Yep.
I don't know what they are calling, like what they are serving to you in the United States when you get pineapple, but it's awful.
It's usually not even from Hawaii. It's like from Barbados or something. Like there's different enzymes in the various like regional pineapples, and I'm allergic to one of them, so I generally avoid it. But like also America doesn't quite understand Canadian bacon. We haven't quite woken up to like, you know, the sort of flat ham that goes on the Hawaiian pizza. It should appear in more things. It's much. I wouldn't say it is superior to the standard bacon that you can buy bandages of and stuff in your shops, but it is a totally viable form of ham that should be baked on more surfaces. That's all I'm saying.
But like pineapple on pizza is really nice because it's like it's sweet, but it's also like acidic.
yeah,
And it retains its moisture through the cooking process.
and it helps to eat the ham.
Yeah.
Well, and Americans who dunk on pineapple on pizza, I agree, we're not eating real pineapple. We're eating some space-age simulacrum of pineapple, and that's the first problem. But also they get offended about like, oh, no, you can't have sweet things on the salty things, which is the most American flavor sensation. Like, that's why you dip French fries into ketchup.
I
Like,
can't
that is our
imagine
whole
having
national
something
palate.
sweet on pizza like tomato sauce.
Can't have sweets with my meats? No, thank you.
I mean, I personally I like Hawaiian as a base, but I prefer to add like feta to that and more of an Alfredo sauce.
Hang on.
What? What?
Texas barbecue, Carolina barbecue, Kansas City barbecue. Like so many
Sweet
barbecue.
things.
There's all these barbecue places there, and it's like if anybody has an opinion that you can't have sweet stuff on meat.
Yeah. When we basically have a maple
Tomato's
syrup
not
that
sweet.
we put on
Tomato
our
is
meat.
indeed sweet.
Can't put
Like,
Tomato
fruit
a fruit
on
or a
pizza.
vegetable. I put it in my salad, but I also put it on my hors d'oeuvres. I don't know.
And I'm not saying like you're experiencing some kind of like fake extruded pineapple. I'm just saying like it's terrible pineapple.
It's like
It's
I
just
assume
terrible.
like you go to the store, your pineapple options are rings, chunks, crushed, and they should be universally the same.
There's a friend of mine went to the U.S. because we have Olive Garden up here. Because it's around. We don't have it
Wherein
in
you are family. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have it here. I don't think. I've never seen one in
I
Victoria.
don't think in Victoria.
No, but it is in Canada. It's definitely in Alberta. Don't get me wrong. It is definitely in Alberta. And he'd love to go to Olive Garden because you just basically get nothing but breadsticks and salad, and whatever you order, you just get that packed up to take home. And it's like I got 2 meals out of that. I'm like, nice. So anyway, he was in the States. He's like, oh yeah, Olive Garden. We got to go to Olive Garden. So he went to Olive Garden and he ordered like the chicken whatever, and was just like, what did I order? Like I ordered chicken pasta thingy, like, you know, chicken Alfredo, who cares, whatever it was. But it's like, what is this? And it's like, well, that's chicken Alfredo. And he's like, the chicken was unilaterally gross. There was just something wrong with it. And I'm like, but that's why everyone says Olive Garden sucks. He's like, no, I think that's why Olive Garden in the US sucks, because wherever they're sourcing a lot of their food from, it's just not good. And I'm like, well, that can't really be true. He's like, I was in Walmart walking down the aisles and you could buy a plastic bag of boneless chicken breasts. I'm like, yeah, you can do that in Canada. He's like, no, not from the frozen food aisle, from the shelf-stable food aisle, you could buy boneless chicken breast chunks.
Oh, it's like the steak at the dollar store.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'd never heard of that. I've never even seen it in Canada as an option. And I was like, it's because there's so many there are so many options and so many ways to get stuff. I'm like, oh yeah, depending on where you are and what you're getting and how you're sourcing, you could be just getting that kind of stuff depending on what corporate wants you to order for your your restaurant. That might be what you end up with.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a mildly terrifying thing to hear about. That I'm like, I didn't expect that at all.
Look in the back of the Olive Garden is a pack of MREs.
You just see Steve in there just putting stuff out onto a plate. Nice.
Mm.
I mean, is that above the quality of the Olive Gardens in Canada then? Like,
It's like a normal pasta place.
Yeah, it's really unremarkable because you go in and
boring.
you get pasta and you get like iceberg lettuce salad and you get some breadsticks, and that's kind of all.
Yeah, like
it doesn't ever blow your mind.
I've been to Olive Garden, and it is the blandest food for people who pronounce it pasta.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, my association with Olive Garden is it is the place that you go if you want to argue with your family, but you can't be arsed to walk around an Ikea. You know, like that's kind of the market niche that they sit in.
Whereas we
Want
would
to
go
eat
for like dim
breadsticks and
sum.
cry. Sure. Okay. Oh, that sounds better. I'd cry over dim sum any day.
Oh man.
Oh, dang. Well, then if you need to yell at your family but not in an Ikea, where do you go in Canada?
Home.
Right back.
Oh.
I mean, ideally.
Boston pizza.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, BP's or Spag Fac.
Spag Fac. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah, Spag Fac.
That is a restaurant that you could yell at your family at, and nobody would feel like it's weird.
That's Spaghetti Factory for...
The old Spaghetti Factory.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like
OL
part of the
apostrophe spaghetti.
You gotta have
factory.
arcade machines that you're yelling over to sort of mask the sound of the crying.
Well,
right?
in Canada, they'd be VLTs.
Right.
Video lottery terminals, for anyone who's unaware of what I meant by that, but yeah.
But Boston Pizza is a Canadian chain.
Yeah. Started in Edmonton.
Yeah, and you can tell it's Canadian because it associates Boston with pizza.
Pizza. Yeah. I mean, I guess because America is defined by nothing if not its strong regional pizza opinions. Everybody's got a different idea about what pizza is. We can't agree on the definition of words anymore. But
And
there's
Boston
not
pizza, you put potatoes on it.
Okay. That I can't say that doesn't seem like something Boston would do.
I remember the pierogi pizza from Boston Pizza.
It's pretty Irish out there.
I think
But Boston Pizza is remarkable in that everything there tastes the same
It does.
Mm-hmm.
because all of their food is extruded from the same tank and injected into a mold. And then baked with cheese.
Yep.
And then served.
In a dish that's too hot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Sort of like what Quizno does to its sandwiches, kinds of sends it through this machine where the other sandwiches get to breathe on it, and so all the sandwiches taste the same.
They, a few years ago, invented a burger that was fully contained within its bun.
Okay.
Like a calzone.
Like a dumpling.
Yeah, but a burger. And it tasted exactly like lasagna. And I'm just like, well, I guess.
That's the dream.
Yeah, like they didn't assemble this burger for you. It was grown. And then presumably euthanized and then baked with
Yanked
cheese.
off a tree. Oh my god. I've been wishing for someone to crack the code for like drive-through Italian food, because I would take like a push pop of lasagna while I'm going down the I-5.
Didn't
busy
Garfield
lady.
Eats do that?
Where was Garfield Eats? That was in Edmonton?
Dubai and
No.
Vancouver, actually.
Okay. Really? I thought it was in like I thought it was in more like central Canada. The
No,
Garfield the proprietary Garfield restaurant?
There was supposed to be one in Toronto, I think, but there was definitely one in
Okay.
Vancouver. That one just closed, and I think that was the last of them. But there was one in Dubai,
Bless.
and I only know that because this is so weird. The other day, I was listening to Mabim Bam on YouTube, and they did a thing about Garfield Eats. The Munch Squad did a thing about Garfield Eats,
I want a munch!
and Squad, and it was talking about how it was in Dubai, And so I was like, this can't be a real thing. Like it's through an app, and I pull it up, and it's like, well, where is this even available? And it's like, oh, it's available in Dubai and Toronto and Vancouver. And I'm like, why did they pick those places?
Because those towns hate Mondays. I guess. Yeah, the McElroys, I think they were talking about their experience at the Guy Fieri All-American Diner or whatever it was. And their verdict still remains with me to this day. They said you can't eat ironically. That's the trouble with an experience like that, is you still have to digest it, and your body doesn't know the difference.
There's an Aquid strip about that exact thing.
I'm sure.
Where roast
It's a
beef is like
timeless-
waking up in the morning and his stomach starts talking to him about like, how he doesn't think it's funny what you do to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 8:30 in the morning and you're eating a Hot Pocket. You know what? I think I'm just gonna pass on this. Gonna send it right on through.
Just gonna
Never saw
rubber
it,
stamp
officer.
All the way through. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, there is drive-through Italian, I'm being told. Okay, well, I guess I better get a car.
I just go through on roller skates. I don't think they judge what kind of vehicle you come in through.
As long as it has 4 wheels, right? It's just the interface, I guess. Because drive-through pizza, sure. But how do you get spaghetti in a single handheld form? That's what I'm about.
It's one long noodle. Wrap it
those
around your
big-
waist.
Those big red vines you can get at the carnival,
Yeah, yeah.
but one spaghetti.
On like
I have seen-
a wiener fork that you use to cook over a campfire.
Mm-hmm.
I have seen a cone made out of like pressed fried noodle. You just fill it with some
Where?
marinara and meatballs.
Maybe like a Go-Gurt.
Personality.
You squeeze
Oh,
it.
God.
It shoots noodles into your mouth.
You take the idea of the bread bowl and you just turn that into garlic toast
Yeah.
and you fill it with spaghetti.
Yeah.
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 And then you make a child put their hand in it in the dark in a haunted house. Tell them it's brain.
I actually don't know why I haven't seen what Cam just described on Domino's menu for pasta.
Yeah.
Like
They
that-
did make a pasta bread bowl.
Yeah, and I'm like,
It was like
but
an
it should
egg.
be. It's not in Canada anyway, but it should be there because I know they sell their pasta. I'm like, why wouldn't they just sell it in a garlic bread bowl? They done.
Do you even need utensils at that point?
No.
Just kind of
No.
gnaw through it like a beaver.
I mean, a Hot Pocket. It's
Yeah,
just
like
a
I-
spaghetti Hot Pocket.
At this point, you have no illusions anymore. You're ordering pasta from Domino's,
Yeah.
right? You might as
Yeah.
well just eat it on the toilet, right?
I'm a bit of a foodie.
North America
like
needs
to-
the equivalent of like a yakisoba dog.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
just
Just a spaghetti dog.
spaghetti on a garlic bread hot dog, or just a hot dog bun. You spread garlic butter on.
And then you have like a
Or
bolognese.
Yeah. The adult's spaghettios, also known as ziti, just spilling out of a little bread egg.
Oh,
That's what I
that's
want.
ziti. Yeah, I always forget what ziti is.
Yeah. Just kind of little gaskets.
Yeah, ziti is kind of like, I've always understood ziti to be kind of like if you took a lasagna and turned it into shrapnel,
Yeah.
right? It's really good. But it
A
kind
lot
of,
of shrapnels are very tasty.
yeah, but like baked ziti and lasagna are kind of like, I understand them to be similar amounts of labor.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
because I've made lasagna. I don't want to do that ever again.
Mm.
Unless I want to eat lasagna, because I will not ever go to a store and buy frozen lasagna. I
Really?
did that once. We were like moving or something, and I'm like, why don't we just get some lasagna and have that, like, because we're packing the kitchen, and in like 2 days we're moving, so I'll buy like an $11 lasagna. That'll be fine. And we had it, and I was like, oh, this was a joke played on me.
Uh-huh.
I guess you get what you pay for.
Yes.
Yeah, like like in my family we do frozen lasagna a lot, but also my grandma kind of hovers over it like it's a sourdough starter. Like she like changes the temperature of the oven and stuff to make sure it doesn't get goofed,
Woo.
which is not really why you buy food in the frozen section generally.
It's true.
I just want Uncrustable, straight in mouth, out of toaster oven, no questions asked.
You guys did the Uncrustables thing, right?
Yeah,
Yes, we did.
we made a whole video
With the
about it.
gizmo.
It's a
Yeah.
half hour, Beige. If you want to watch it, we can just cue that up.
It's
We have
Yeah.
time.
we do, don't we?
Roll that beautiful bread footage.